2019 BMW X7 vs luxury SUV rivals. Comparing specs. New X7 vs GLS, Q7, XC90, Discovery, Navigator and new X5. Today we get our first since forever take a gander at the first historically speaking 2019 BMW X7 hybrid. We've entirely had our first historically speaking drive-in of X7 prototype. Thus we thought it suitable to pursue that up today with the first since forever X7 examination of specs between BMW's first historically speaking 3-push hybrid with genuine space for 7 and its some high-dollar contenders on paper. The 2019 X7 definitely seems to most closely align with the Mercedes-Benz GLS class. Their similar dimensions, interior space, engine choices and price would certainly imply where BMW placed the target when developing X7. We used those same elements to determine 3-row vehicles likely to be cross-shopped or that should be cross-shopped. These include the Audi Q7, Land Rover Discovery, Volvo XC90 and Lincoln Navigator. Yes, the latter is a truck-based SUV as opposed to a crossover, but tell that to all the people lining out the door at the local Lincoln Emporium. They do not care, and neither shall we. We also included the 2019 BMW X5, which was completely redesigned for this year, and therefore not the first ever. That makes it less appealing? Either way, lining the new X5 up with the SUV that leapfrogs it atop BMW's SUV hierarchy should provide a good idea of just how much more you get by going up a model number. Engines and model lineup. Once more, the X7 adjusts nearest to the GLS, offering a basics chamber in its XDR IBE40i display and an overhaul turbo V8 in the XDR IBE50i. The Mercedes motors have more prominent yield, yet the GLS still quickens slower than the BMW. As the 2019 X5 offers precisely the same motors, we would likewise expect the X7's efficiency to be better than the GLS once its assessments are declared. It ought to be noted, however, that the GLS offers a powerful AMG show, though we envision the X7 to offer a module half-and-half model similar to the X5 forthcoming XDR IBE45 demonstrate. The other extravagant SUVs wander in their motor decisions and model lineup. The Audi Q7 offers a base turbocharged 4-barrel, as does the Volvo XC90 in its T5 display, which we let well enough alone for the above diagram completely for space reasons. That the Q7 3.0 TFSI supercharged V6 gets of similar mileage assesses as the 4-chamber is evidence positive that motor is absolutely around at its lower base cost. Discussing the Volvo, it's just a single here to have its redesigned motor be a 4-barrel, for this situation a turbocharged and supercharged one, and additionally offer a module half-and-half model that unmistakably speaks to both the execution and mileage decision. Win-win. The main other contender here, until further notice, to offer an efficiency decision is the Land Rover with its TD6 diesel motor. As a matter of fact, it's scarcely superior to the XC90 T6, however a major enhancement over the Discovery's standard supercharged V6. That motor really coordinates the enormous Kid Navigator's 18 miles per gallon joint, regardless of that truck stunt pulling 510 pound-feet of torque and a control weight that straightens the Discovery by almost 1,000 pounds. On second thought, the Mercedes GLS 450 gets indistinguishable 18 from well, which could possibly mean a huge favorable position for the X7. Passenger and cargo space. To put the passenger space numbers into some kind of perspective, I'm 6'3" and can fit quite comfortably in the third rows of the GLS, Discovery and XC90. I am very squished in the kids-only Q7. I could luxuriate with LeBron James and the Navigator. The X7 should therefore be somewhere in that middle group judging by the specs in the photos. Note the square D-pillar and how high the third row seat is off the floor. In other words, it should deliver the genuine 7-passenger capacity BMW has always lacked. Cargo space will also be a strong suit. as the X7 has one of the largest cargo holds of any crossover, luxury or otherwise. You'd have to get a Buick Enclave or one of the more utilitarian family haulers to get more. Or just get the Navigator. That thing's enormous and actually gets bigger with that Navigator L that considerably extends the cargo area. Towing capacity. Want to tow with a crossover? Well, this luxury segment is going to be your best bet, as all but the 4-cylinder powered contenders offer far more than the Honda Pilots and Subaru Ascents of this world. The Discovery's 8,201 pound capacity is particularly noteworthy as it comes ever so close to the mighty Navigator. Of course, which would you really want to tow with? The one with 332 pound-feet of torque, or the one with 510? Fuel economy. If you really care about fuel economy, get the XC90 T8 plug-in hybrid. When you factor in its price tag, ample interior space and the fact the XC90 still looks just as cool as it did when it debuted, well, it's definitely a compelling family and eco-friendly luxury hauler.